With the Supreme Court declaring Aam Aadmi Party Kuldeep Kumar as their winning candidate, we are joined by Advocate Shadan Farasit, who appeared for the Aam Aadmi Party before the Supreme Court. So, how do you see the complete today's verdict?
It's quite a significant verdict for a couple of reasons. Firstly, the Supreme Court not just found that the election process was wrongly interfered with, it actually went the whole hog and corrected the entire thing. So it has declared that those 8 votes which were wrongly first, made marks upon and then disqualified, it has added that to the kitty of the Aam Aadmi Party Congress candidate and declared the election in favor of them. So therefore, he has been declared to be the Chandigarh Mayor by a order of the court. So no other authority needs to do any counting, no other authority needs to take any other action. That has been done by the court itself. Normally, the court would not go so far. It will direct somebody else to, count the votes, etc., and then make that decision. The court has taken that upon itself, given the seriousness of the matter and given the declaration of the result itself. Number one. Further, insofar as the role of the presiding officer is concerned, it has done 2 things. It has directed proceedings under the IPC, Indian Penal Code, for causing those marks on those ballot papers, number one. And secondly, yesterday, after warning that, whatever you say, you have to say, you have to speak the truth to the court, the presiding officer said that I made those marks because those ballot papers were defaced. So it was to identify the defaced ballot papers. But when the Supreme Court saw those 8 ballot papers today, they were completely fine. There was no defacement. They were like freshly ironed ballot papers. There was nothing wrong with them. The court also shared them with both the sides, our side, the counsels of our side, and also on the other side, the ballot papers to examine it. They were perfectly fine ballot papers. There was no defacement. So obviously this presiding officer yesterday also made a false statement before the Supreme Court, for which perjury proceedings have been directed to be initiated against them, and he has to reply for that in 3 weeks' time.
So, what is the role of the presiding officer from here onwards now?
So the presiding officer, of course, has no role now. He'll have to suffer the consequences in the law, both in terms of the penal law and the perjury proceedings before the court. And I think it's a very good signal that anybody who tries to interfere with the legal process and election process and try to make people win elections fraudulently will be taken to task. It's not just about this matter. It's a signal which goes across the board in the context of elections, not just of this Chandigarh Mayor Mayor of the Chandigarh municipality, but across the board for all kinds of elections, be it a state election, be it the national election, be it any kind of election.